right, we're gonna do some deconstructed apple pie, right, Kristen?
That is what we're doing.
Sounds delicious.
It is, and it's also the easiest way to make an apple pie. Like, without all of the hours of work,
Sure.
you can have an apple pie in less than 25 minutes. So,
Okay.
We start by mixing flour, sugar, and salt in a food processor.
and then we're gonna add our cold butter to it.
We cut 2 sticks of cold butter into small chunks before adding to the flour mixture.
And then we can just start sprinkling these cold butter chunks all along the top of it.
Fresh Dairy-Gold butter, because we like local.
Do
Makes
and
it taste that much better.
It does.
All right.
Okay, our hands are a little buttery now.
Yep.
But we're gonna put the lid back on, and then we're just gonna turn it on for about 30 seconds. We're gonna watch it really closely. As soon as it starts to come together and look like little crumbs, we're gonna stop.
Okay.
So we'll post a little. Isn't this the easiest way to do it?
Absolutely.
Instead of having to cut it. You know, I grew up with my mom making,
With the
the pastry cutter, where you had to cut all of it in.
Which
And
those are still useful.
they are, but this
Yeah,
is so much
it is.
faster because we're done.
That's it.
And that's it.
The other way, you do get an arm workout, though.
You did.
Right?
This one, you can just do push-ups while you're doing it.
Exactly.
While the processor is running, we add in a 1/4 cup of cold water.
And you'll hear it start to clump. Can you hear it
Yeah.
getting a little lower? There we go. See?
Okay.
And then as soon as it comes together, we're just gonna take it off the top and move it over here. We have some saran wrap already prepared. You don't wanna overwork your pie crust, because when you work too much with it, that's what makes it stiff.
Yeah.
And this is enough for 2 pies, so we only need half of it.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave half of it in here. And we can,
One for you and one for the rest of your family,
Yes.
right?
We cover the dough with plastic wrap and roll it to the desired thickness.
and then usually you chill your pie dough, but today we're not going to. We're going for fast with this
Right.
dessert. So instead of leaving it to chill in the fridge for an hour, we're just gonna stick it in the freezer for about 10 minutes while we start working on our apples, and then we'll pop it in the oven. So we're gonna start peeling our apples.
Okay.
You wanna tag team with me?
Sure.
We can just take all the peel off our apples, and then we're gonna slice them down into about 1/4-inch pieces.
Okay.
Now, I like to use Granny Smith apples on my apple pie. Different people have different preferences. I like a tart apple,
Yeah, so do I.
especially when I'm gonna be putting it with some nice sweet frozen custard. Then I want that tart balance there.
I'm just gonna continue peeling this apple for the next half an hour. How's that?
And I can cut them.
There we go.
We continue to cut the apples, then place some butter in a saute pan.
Which is kind of nice. It's a good indicator to know when you're ready to add your apples, when your butter's melted.
Oh, I cubed mine.
That's good. I'll have a little variety.
Instead of slicing them.
We add the apples to our melted butter, then saute until soft. To prepare our pie crust, we sprinkle on a mixture of cinnamon and sugar before baking.
It's gonna take between 12 and 15 minutes till
How
it gets
hot?
all brown, 400 degrees.
400 degrees.
For the apples, we make a mixture of cinnamon, brown sugar, and fresh nutmeg.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with creating your own. We love to do it on our French toast.
Yeah. And
Especially.
it's a little bit stronger than
It is.
stuff that you would buy, in a jar that's already pre-ground.
The nutmeg seems to lose its.
It really does, and it just smells so good. It reminds me of Christmas.
Once the apples are softened, we add in our brown sugar mixture and stir. After a few minutes, we add in a mixture of cornstarch and water to create a thick sauce.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's starting to thicken. It doesn't take long.
No, less than a minute, really.
Yeah.
We remove our pie crust and begin assembling our deconstructed apple pie.
I love the big bubbles.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite parts. And we'll get our nice hot apples, cinnamon, and then
Oh, look at that.
we're gonna use some of this delicious local frozen custard.
It's not ice cream.
It's custard. Take a big scoop of those apples,
Okay.
put them right on top, and on the side of it.
Okay.
Here's yours.
Nice.
Then we're just gonna break off a piece of our pie crust.
This is perfect for pie lovers who just don't want to spend a whole lot of time.
It takes to make the pie.
That's right. Thank you. Fork or spoon or
Kind of-
spork. Or your hands. No, that wouldn't work. Any way you like it.
But you have an apple pie, start to finish.
Start to finish in just a few minutes, really. I mean,
That's
gosh.
good. Can you taste the nutmeg on the
Oh, yeah.
apples? It's just nice.
Oh, perfect and easy and quick. Thanks, Kristen.
You're welcome. Thank you.
To find Kristen's recipe for her deconstructed apple pie, log onto our website at wagrown.com.